Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at something pretty simple, just Teflon tape and how to apply it on threads. There's three ways you can do this. One way is the proper way of doing it, and we're going to look at all the incorrect ways of doing it and the proper ways of doing it. So the Teflon tape that I have today is just standard thread tape from Rona. I'm not going to get into the different types of tape and all that stuff, different applications. We're just going to look at how to put it onto the threads itself. So how I do it, start off, is take the fitting and point the threads away from you. Then take your tape and have it so that your tail is coming off the top there. Finger through the center, thumb on top. Pull off a little bit, and then using your index finger on the threads, go underneath the fitting, and then just spin it on. You can use your finger and your thumb on the outside to put tension onto the spool, and then just spin it on there. When you get about 2.5 wraps, hold both sides, and just pull and it should snap. And then just take your fingers and thumb and clean up all those loose strands. And then make sure you don't have any of that tape on the face of the fitting. So just take your thumb, kind of roll it back. Just like that. Now when you spin it into the fitting, it should be rolled so that it spins in with the fitting as you're spinning it in. And you'll get a nice, good, tight sealant on there. Now, we'll look at a different way of putting it on that still works, but it's a lot harder to manage and it's not quite as good. And you'll see why in a second here. So the other way of doing it is, again, threads facing out, but instead of having the tail come off the top, we're going to have it come off the bottom instead. And then aside from that, it's all the exact same application, but with the fitting diameter being a lot smaller than the spool of the thread tape, you're going to spool off a lot more each time that you go around the fitting. And it's going to become unmanageable, and you can try and roll the spool back in on itself to get the tape back onto it, but you'll get wrinkles and it just won't turn out nice. It'll still work on the fitting, it's just a lot harder to manage, and I just don't like that at all. So now the last way is the improper way of doing it. Clean this up first here. There we go. So now we're going to go tail coming out the top of the spool. This time we're going to have it go on top of the threads and go this way. This is the incorrect way of doing it. I'll show you why in a second here. Because as you're spinning this into the fitting, the thread tape is going to want to loosen off. And then you'll end up getting spots where there's no sealant, there's no tape on it. And it just won't work very good. However, if you do it the proper way, when you spin it into the fitting, it will actually keep the threads in place and hold it in place better. just like that. And you'll never have a leak. You'll never have anything blow out as long as it's tightened down properly. And everything should work fine for you. So yeah, there you go.